How gardeners are secretly using cardboard to boost harvests. What if the secret to bigger, faster and healthier harvests wasn't hidden in a high-tech composter or fancy fertilizer, but, well, sitting right there in your recycling bin? Cardboard, yes, the same stuff you toss every week, is quietly changing gardens across the world. Soaked, stacked and layered with kitchen scraps, it creates a living soil sponge that accelerates growth, multiplies worms, and can boost your harvest by up to 40%. This isn't gardening hype. It's proven results from real experiments. For years, gardeners have chased perfect compost. They've invested in tumblers, bins, probes and turning schedules. Some spent hundreds of dollars and, honestly, countless hours. Yet what many overlooked was simpler, cheaper and, surprisingly, more effective. Cardboard isn't just filler. It's a framework, a microenvironment, a water and air sponge that nurtures life underground in ways no machine can. At first glance, a soaked box might seem insignificant. But, corrugated cardboard has a hidden structure that makes it ideal for soil life. Those tiny ridges between its layers trap water while letting air flow freely. Microbes, fungi and earthworms really thrive in this microclimate. Damp cardboard prevents drying out, and the air pockets stop the compost from turning sour. The result is a perfect balance of moisture and oxygen that honestly speeds decomposition and feeds plants faster. As you layer your garden bed, the cardboard absorbs and holds water from rain or irrigation. The microbes multiply at record speed, consuming the organic matter from kitchen scraps, grass clippings and other greens you add. Meanwhile, worms are drawn to the constant dampness. They burrow, mix layers and enrich the soil with their castings, full of nitrogen and beneficial microbes. The cardboard becomes a mattress for life, holding everything in place so your garden can thrive without constant intervention. This technique is deceptively simple but astonishingly effective. Start with plain brown corrugated cardboard, the kind used for shipping. Avoid glossy, waxed or heavily printed boxes. These often contain dyes, coatings or heavy metals that can harm soil and plants. Remove all tape, labels and staples before you layer it. Begin by thoroughly soaking the cardboard in water until it's pliable and fully hydrated. You want each sheet to absorb as much water as possible, creating a soft, sponge-like base. Then layer it in your bed with greens and browns. So, kitchen scraps, grass clippings and dry leaves should alternate with soaked cardboard sheets. You'll want to aim for layers that are about 2 to 3 inches thick, repeating this process until your bed reaches a height of roughly 18 inches. This kind of layering creates, well, a lasagna-like structure where every material really does its part. The cardboard traps moisture and air, the greens provide nitrogen, and the browns balance it all out with carbon. Just add water lightly as needed to keep the bed damp, but not soggy. Over time, these layers break down into rich, dark soil that's absolutely teeming with life. Beneath the surface, the transformation is, honestly, pretty dramatic. In community trials, soil organic matter increased from 2% to 3.2%, nearly double the improvement seen in traditional compost beds. Earthworm populations exploded, with counts rising from 3 per shovel at the start of the season to 18 by harvest. Water infiltration rates, they actually tripled, making the soil softer, more breathable, and just so much better at holding nutrients. Plants notice the difference immediately. Tomatoes grow taller, fruit earlier, and, they produce about 40% more than beds using traditional compost. Bush beans, lettuce, and other crops, they all follow the same pattern. All of this happens without turning, machinery, or any expensive additives. The cardboard method really does transform dead soil into a thriving ecosystem, faster and cheaper than any tumbler or smart bin. Even a simple system needs attention. If the bed ever smells sour, it's not failing, it's just asking for balance. Add a dry layer of cardboard, straw or leaves and poke a few air holes with a garden fork. Oxygen is the key here. Decomposition will resume and, the smell disappears. If parts of the bed are soggy, just sprinkle some dry material on top and only water when the surface feels dry. If decomposition slows and scraps are still visible after a few months, you can add a handful of garden soil or maybe a bit more kitchen scraps to jumpstart microbial activity. Most climates see full breakdown within 4 to 6 months. When the top layer is dark, crumbly and rich, the bed is ready for planting. Think of it as nature's reset button. You provide the structure and soil life does the rest. One of the most surprising benefits of cardboard composting is its accessibility. New compost tumblers or smart bins can cost anywhere from $250 to $600, plus maintenance and repairs. The cardboard method, though, costs almost nothing. A few boxes, leftover kitchen scraps, and water are all you need. Renters, students, or, really anyone short on space can actually start a productive garden without investing in bulky equipment. This method doesn't just save money, it creates independence. Every layer of cardboard and scraps builds a living soil ecosystem that just keeps giving, season after season. You're not just recycling, you're creating food knowledge and resilience. The bed becomes a micro-lab where you learn by doing. And honestly, every harvest is proof that simple, thoughtful techniques can outperform expensive technologies. Use only plain brown corrugated cardboard. Strip it clean of labels, tape and staples. Alternate greens and browns, and, soak each cardboard sheet thoroughly before layering. Maintain a balance of moisture and airflow. If the bed smells or, soggy patches appear, just adjust with dry material and maybe add some small air channels. Treat the bed as a living experiment. Recording germination rates, growth speed, and harvest weights can be really helpful. Sharing your observations actually helps build a network of gardeners, all discovering just how effective this method can be. Remember, the magic isn't just in the cardboard, it's in what it supports. Worms, microbes, fungi and bacteria, they all thrive in the environment you create. They make nutrients immediately available to plants, improve soil structure and suppress weeds naturally. Unlike tumblers that require, constant turning, cardboard beds feed themselves. The more life you encourage, the better your results. High-tech composters promise efficiency, but honestly, they often fall short. They require electricity, maintenance, and, constant attention. Cardboard, on the other hand, works with nature. It holds water, traps air, and encourages beneficial life. It accelerates decomposition and, even suppresses odours during those hot summer months. The result is a soft, rich, productive bed with minimal effort, really. Efficiency comes from simplicity, not complexity. Even soil scientists are impressed. Discarded cardboard becomes a living system that, filters water, stores carbon, and multiplies microbial life. The process restores dead soil, produces more food, and does it all at nearly zero cost. Gardeners don't need machines or chemicals to increase yields. Soaked, layered cardboard is a secret weapon that honestly transforms ordinary scraps into extraordinary soil. It builds a self-sustaining ecosystem underground, boosts plant growth, and makes your garden resilient and productive. The method is simple, cheap, and surprisingly powerful. With the right approach, anyone can turn cardboard destined for the trash into a thriving, food-producing garden. Start small, experiment, and watch your garden come alive. Measure growth, observe worms and microbes, and notice how the soil responds. Each layer, each sheet, is a step toward independence, sustainability, and, richer harvests. If you're ready to see results like never before, start your cardboard lasagna bed today. Share your experiences, inspire others, and keep discovering the secrets of regenerative gardening. Don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Crops Haven and share this with fellow gardeners who want to grow smarter, faster, and more abundantly.